Cool. Well, welcome. We are doing our maiden podcast.
Oh, okay.
Very, very fun. We wanted to talk about some music stuff and get all of our sounds and see if we can make it sound right when we are in different parts of the house. And I've got a little template going, so we're working on a workflow.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. So let's just make sure sound effects. Can you hear this?
Prove it.
Yes, I can hear that.
Nice. Okay. Well, good stuff. What are we diving into?
Oh, should I share my screen?
That sounds good.
Okay. Can you enable it really quickly?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
That is a whole thing, and that should be available now. I thought it was thought it was a one and done setting. Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Can you see it?
I can see it. So what are we looking at here?
I got a tier list queued up because I've been watching a lot of videos of that lately, and it looked very interesting, and I thought that maybe we should do one.
Okay.
So I have a couple bands that we know enough about to judge and see what we think about them. And
right out of the gate, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to show my age because I don't know what that like bloody tongue mouth one is.
Okay, and that one is Falling in Reverse. That's a new Ronnie Radke band.
Okay.
And I know all of these, but some of the logos are pretty bad. They're probably not super noticeable.
Yeah, no, I think I got most of it.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this: would you prefer to start with like throw one thing like in God tier, or do you want to save that for later? Where do you want to start? Each person throw something somewhere. I think we're just gonna go in order.
You see Finch's first. I think we'll just go from there and then go left to right, and then we'll start. Then at the second row, we'll do all time low, left to right, and then we'll end with Alkaline Trio. We'll just see what we think on each one.
Right on. Rocky's eating a box, so he's gonna make some noise in the background. I already have a feeling about Finch, dude.
Okay. Well, we do like the two songs a lot, but
and by two songs, we're thinking Letters to You and
Letters to You and What It Is to Burn,
which I do love. Super.
Those songs are both great. They have big choruses, and the verses they're pretty simplistic. It's not like a very unique band, but I think they sound really good.
Ooh, so you had me on the border between great and listenable, but I feel like it's a great.
I agree. It's definitely not a God tier.
Totally agree.
Definitely not that. But
totally
they're pretty good.
I feel like listenable would be a little bit of a tragedy. It's
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God! Talk about another band that's like right in the same
Hawthorne Heights
category
is
for
very
me.
very similar. I feel like after their dude who used to do the screams, after he passed away, I feel like they haven't been that good with it, and they've kind of gone a little more pop, and with his higher pitched voice, they've kind of gotten a little softer than they were 10, 12, 15 years ago. But that's just me.
What are you thinking? Because I'm almost like, I feel like that's a second grade.
Yeah, went back with Ohio is for Lovers. I feel like that was probably great. Now it's more like listenable. I know we do like Just Another Ghost, but a lot of
that one is good. Just Another Ghost is good. Yeah,
I know, but it's I don't know. I feel like their new dude who they replaced the other guy with is not as good.
Right on. So what are you thinking? You're throwing it in listenable?
I think since we put Finch in great and it's not as good as Finch, I feel like we have to put it in listenable. If it was still 10, 15 years ago, Blue Burns Orange, I think I would have put it in great, but not currently.
All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next one, dude. Sleeping with Sirens.
Perfect. Sleeping with Sirens. I know Mom likes the one If You Can't Hang. That one's good. I like If I'm James Dean, You're Audrey Hepburn. You don't really like that one as much. I feel like they're probably in listenable with Hawthorne Heights.
I kind of agree. See, now what I like from Kellen Quinn is
I do love his song with Pierce the Veil. I do love that song.
I love that song. I love some of the stuff he's done with MGK, including the song that MGK featured on with Sleeping with Sirens back in the day, and like
Alone, like 2012, like 9 years ago, right? It was Alone.
Yeah, I think that might have been it, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I like some Kellen Quinn. I would definitely agree that they are, as a band, probably in the listenable category for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna very much agree with you. My Chemical Romance is the next one. You and I are gonna. How I feel about this one. Yeah, I know you probably think they're either listenable or above, but I feel like I just don't like them that much. I feel like even Black Parade was not it for me. I do like Famous Last Words, I think it is. I do really like that one, but I don't really like a lot of their music. I feel like his voice is a little... I don't like the way he hits his hard R's kind of thing. Like, where's your heart? I don't really like it. I think it sounds kind
okay.
of
We're gonna have to table this one. This is one that you and I are gonna disagree on. So let's see how the other categories fill out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can table My Chemical Romance, because they are god tier for everybody else. They're not quite there for me, but they're very, very high on my list. So I want to see where other people end up. And then we'll take a look.
Base it on that later. Okay, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Let's check out the next one. We'll put a pin in My Chemical Romance. So what about Taking Back Sunday?
And then Taking Back Sunday's next. So I definitely feel like they're probably next to Finch. I feel like they're better than Hawthorne Heights and Sleeping with Sirens, but I definitely don't think that they are the first band that's going to go into the god tier top tier bands.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that is interesting. I will agree there. I thought that how much you like Taking Back Sunday, that would put them in god tier, but I think that's a good, honest assessment.
I do like them a lot. And
okay, so let's do that. I back that.
That's fair. And then brand new. I do love The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me. I do love a couple other albums too, but I feel like I feel like they are great, even though I did kind of bag on My Chemical Romance for being soft and slow, and brand new is kind of the same thing, but I feel like they just do it better. I mean, I'm
gonna say with the new science fiction album. Okay, we all know that Jesse Lacey. He's fully canceled, but Deja Entendu, or however you pronounce that, and The Devil and God. And then, of course, that science fiction album. I gotta say, because some of these albums bang, I would like to use them as a placeholder in God tier, because I know someone's gonna pop them down. They're at the very least in great.
Okay, so let's put them we'll kind of just say they're in the middle, and if we put other people,
is that a possibility? Is that a possibility to float them
up? Then we'll bump them up. But if they need to stay there or whatever, then we'll keep them there. Okay. Next
Wait. Sorry, bud. Is there a way to put them actually in the middle there, or not really so much that?
I don't think there is.
No worries.
We'll kind of just table. If there's a band that makes it to where we should put them in god tier that we end up putting in great, then we'll do that. But if there's a band that definitely limits them to staying in great, then we'll keep them there.
For sure. No, that sounds good. I can definitely speak for the next one.
Saves the Day. I'm gonna be honest. I definitely feel like they're better than the other bands we have up here. I would put them in god tier. Through Being Cool is an amazing album. It bangs through the entire thing. It is great from the first song to the last song. Rocksonic Juice Magic is the best song, I think, followed by Third Engine, and then the other two albums are pretty good. In Reverie, that was the one that I think sounds like kind of sounds like a Weezer album, which I still liked it. But and then I also think what was their biggest album called again? It was
Stay What You Are.
Stay What You Are. That one was great.
that had the At Your Funeral.
Yeah. That song's so good. I would put them god tier. If you think they should be in great or even listenable, then I'm totally down to hear why.
They're way above listenable. I feel like if Brand New doesn't make it to god tier, then I feel like they have to go into great as well. They're great for me.
Okay.
But
so I feel like these last two bands are probably like in between almost.
Yeah, I think if nobody else makes it, so I've got a couple bands on top of my mind that are, I feel like will go God tier, but we'll have to see.
I have a couple bands in this list that I feel like will definitely be up there. But next, Paramore. Paramore for me, especially in the last 6-7 years, is definitely either in pretty bad, at best listenable, either pretty bad, maybe even awful. 10 plus years ago, still only kind of listenomable. I'm thinking currently they're pretty bad, honestly.
Dude,
and not knocking on them as a band. That's just how much I like the music. Definitely not. Like, I know Hayley Williams is very talented, but it's just not it for me.
Here's what I think. I think just by way of
one more thing.
Yeah,
okay,
please.
Okay, I was going to say, can I add one more thing really quick? Paramore is similar to Panic at the Disco, which is next up. They're not really a band anymore. They've kicked out like 3 members. There's only like 2 people, and they don't even make a pop punk music anymore. They really just make almost like a EDM hip hop with a lot of pop punk influence. It's not really like a band. It's more of like a pop group.
Okay, well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves on that, but I think we can't do Paramore like that. I think they got to be listenable. I don't think we can just do it. I don't think we could just do them like that just because of their career. And I mean, they got some jammers. They kind of they lost me at some point.
What's the one? That's What You Get When You Let Your Heart Win. I don't know exactly what the song is called, but I do like that one.
And that crush, bro. You can't deny that one.
that one's pretty good too. But
then they did the vampire
Misery
movie.
Business, even, which is like, I don't really like Misery Business all that much. And Decode is definitely not it. I think it was big because it was in Twilight, I think it was.
Yeah.
But
I love that song.
I don't think it's that.
Let's give them a listenable and show them some respect.
Okay, I love the guitar riff in Decode, but I definitely. Okay, next up is Misfits. They could be either great or God tier. I really like
tier for me.
American Psycho. I like that album a lot, and I do like them. I feel like with Danzig, they were okay. I don't really like Danzig's voice, but Michael Graves, was that it? I do like them in that era a lot.
I like Michael Graves a lot too, and it's not a very popular opinion. I will say I love some Danzig. I think that they've sounded as dark as those lyrics can be. They've had pop choruses
of course,
forever, and it's just lo-fi. It's just crappy recordings, and I love that stuff. They are God tier for me, just by the number.
I like the quality. Yeah,
I think so
agree.
too. I think it sounds way
put
cool.
Them there.
Okay.
Next up, what are you thinking?
Who is that? Is that Blink or is that Nirvana or what is that?
That's Nirvana. It's Nirvana.
Oh, bro, that's so random.
Yeah,
that's so random. But dude,
the Blink one's up here. It's next to MXPX.
Oh, but, yeah. Pop Nirvana to the end of that list. Can you put them at the end of the list? Can you order the list?
Here.
Okay, cool.
Should I put them with My Chemical Romance too? Back here.
Put My Chemical Romance in front of them, if you don't mind.
In front of them, okay.
Totally. Yeah. That's the move right there. Okay, cool.
So
bring me the Horizon. I don't have any real frame of reference on that. Yeah,
they have Can You Feel My Heart, which we listen to a good amount. I do like it a lot. They're very. He does this thing where he like screams, but it's still singing. It sounds very much like he's straining his voice a lot, like singing very loudly, but it still sounds good, and I do like it. But I put them in either listenable or great, like kind of on the more towards listenable. I do like them, but I feel like they're kind of. They did have their one thing 13 years ago. Yeah. Okay. 13 years ago, they were.
No, I think listenable. No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So 13 years ago, they were like this death metal screamo band, and they were only like the deep growling on crazy, loud 4-on-the-floor drums, just and then like him screaming. It was. I don't know how I felt about it, but and then more recently they've gotten a lot more poppy. I do like Can You Feel My Heart, but even songs like Shadow Moses are like still they're not really it for me. So I think listening is a good place to put.
I think you're on a delay behind me right now, because as I'm talking, I feel like the reaction is maybe lagging with the thing. But let me tell you this. Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon is listenable for me.
Definitely. Panic. Brendan Urie still calls himself Panic at the Disco, even though I don't think there's any members left in the band. I think it's just him. Even when there was a full band performing and every music video, it was none of the original members. So I feel like it's like he just kind of has them there because.
What do you think here?
I don't like any of his new songs that have been on the radio. Don't like any of them. I do like their first album. I do like it a lot.
I'm kind of down with,
doesn't really save them.
These guys could get downgraded, to be honest, dude.
Yeah, I really don't. I feel like they could be the first Pretty Bad. Again, to be honest.
I back that. I actually will back that.
Okay. Green Day is going to be a pretty, I don't know. It's not going to be great on my end, depending on how you feel about them.
Nope, me neither.
I don't feel like his voice matches the genre that he tries to go into, and it just...
We're gonna get straight roasted for this. I also have tried mine. Go ahead.
Listenable or Pretty Bad. I can't think of one Green Day song that I genuinely was like, I'm like, this is a great song. And I feel like the way Mom feels about Newfound Glory, if it was any other artist singing it, I would probably like it a lot more than I do.
Yeah, I've tried my entire life to like Green Day because you're supposed to like Green Day. I would say maybe they deserve the respect of being listenable. I could also put them into Pretty Bad as well, but I think listenable is out of respect, but they're on the border of listenable and Pretty Bad for me.
If we end up putting another band in listenable that is just much better than Green Day, then I'm putting Green Day in there, but for now I will put them in listenable.
Okay.
Sum 41, either great or God tier. They sounded great when we saw them live, and I do like a lot of songs from them.
I feel like they're great. I think they're super fun. I think God tier might be a
reach, maybe
a hair, but one of the great pop punk bands, one of the ones that have done it at a very high level. So sick, love them.
They have a lot of big songs, but they're kind of like. Very consistent. I feel like they don't have any songs that sound like very similar, like they're making the same song over again, but I don't know, it just sounds very good and
totally they know how to do it, and they have a couple super bangers that just get it going. All-time low. What
we do like Dear Maria, Count Me In. It's one of the more poppy songs that we like.
I don't know about this one though.
Okay.
I think the dude has a good voice. I don't think they're great.
Okay. I definitely think they're listenable. They sound amazing live, dude. He sounds like he's studio recording. He sounds studio recording level live. He sounds amazing. So out of like talent, I would either say great or God tier, but this is not talent. It's how much I like the band. I'm going to put them in listenable.
I agree with that. I think their song that I know is cool. I should know more jams. Dude, so these next two are really going to mess me up because these are both of my favorite bands. So
when you were growing up, I know. So Blink, I never really got into. So I really want to hear your opinion on this, and I'm guessing you're either going to put them in great, if not God tier, for Blink. But
as I'm actually even wearing a Blink 182 T-shirt at almost 40 years old. I love Blink. They were MXPX was my favorite band growing up. Blink 182 became my favorite as soon as I could listen to regular radio. I think that putting them in God tier is kind of blasphemy, even though they're the biggest pop punk band to do it. I think that they almost don't deserve it. For me, for my money, for what they did in the all through the early 2000s, late 90s as well. They gotta be at least great. If Sum 41 is great, Blink 182 is great.
So what do you think? Did you like them better before Tom was in the band, or did you like them better after? Because I know you like Tom better, but I kind of want to know what you think.
I love Tom. I could take or leave that last album, whatever it was, the California whatever it was or whatever. But
I thought their most recent album was called 9.
I could be behind in records, bro. To be honest,
because it came out like a year or two, maybe 3 ago, and they had a lot of like EDM and hip hop in it, and it was a little interesting. I don't know how I felt about it, but it was interesting.
I think that they're goated on the Cheshire Cat, the freaking Dude Ranch, the Enema of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Okay, yeah.
I think that they have at the very least deserve to be great. I think for this list, which is a lot of pop punk bands, they are definitely the godfathers to a lot. But I think
of course, but
to keep
even
it
if you're
consistent,
the godfather to do something, that doesn't like automatically make you the best. So I feel like even if you're the first to do something, people are going to end up doing better than you did it. So I definitely feel like they're probably great. I think we got to
give them a great. And I think we got to do the same thing for MXPX, man. And this is why.
Definitely. I think MXPX is either great or God tier, because MXPX did pretty much what Blink was doing a couple years before, but they were more skate punk than they were pop punk.
Yeah, skate punk definitely had the poppy, like, I'm sad boy that my girlfriend broke up with me. Just those sad, kind of a little emo-y, but like definitely pop punk, a lot of fun punk, a lot of good like vibes, and a lot of bands on this list. I mean, even I've heard Anthony Green on Mike Herrera's podcast talk about how, like, even in Seosin Days or Circus Survive, whatever, they always used to look up to MXPX. MXPX is a lot of punk bands' favorite band.
Definitely. So I think they're up there with Blink. I think they could be next to the Misfits and God tier, but if you think that they should just be in great, then that's.
I think so. I think great. Just because of I don't know that I put them in God tier just by overall sound, which I've grown to love. But the fact that they put out an album like every year for a decade, and they've done the work, and they are pioneers in that space.
Of course. This next one, All American Rejects.
Ooh, damn.
I feel like they're unlistenable.
I kind of agree with that. There's a couple songs that move me that I dig, but overall, there's a couple songs that are kind of whack, and I feel like I would listen to them. I would totally listen to them. Yeah. But I'm like not seeking them out.
Move Along and Gives You Hell are both great songs.
Totally.
Dirty Little Secret wasn't that good, in my opinion.
It's kind of lame. I thought that song was kind of lame.
Okay.
I agree. Let's put him in. Let's put him there. And while we're on that row,
Boys Like Girls.
Is that
the next
which
one.
Is that the song about
a great escape? Throw it away.
Oh, shoot. Bro.
I feel like they're probably right next to All American Rejects. I think
so too. I think so too, man.
Okay.
I really do.
This one, I know you don't like Falling in Reverse as much as I do. I think it sounds good. I know you don't like the verses at all, but the choruses are just so full and so, like, they're so good. Ronnie Radke writes like the best hooks right now and has for the last 15 years. I can't think of anyone that writes like better hooks than him, except for, I don't know, maybe Burt McCracken, who we listen to a lot, but
I just don't know that like they can be anything but listenable. They can't be great. They're not. I don't know I don't know that they're big. I don't know that they're great enough to be great. I do like Ronnie Radke a lot.
Even though The Drug in Me Is You was like, I definitely think that would be, if they had just released that, do you think you would have put them in great? If they had just released music that was
I think they need more songs than that.
They have a lot of big songs. Popular Monsters, like 50 million views on YouTube alone. They have
so are you thinking that this should be a great?
I do.
Look at I feel like the categories are getting pretty consistent. If you look at listenable, I feel like it belongs in that zone.
Okay. I definitely can see why, as the verses are not it for you. The rapping, it's a little corny, it's a little cringy. It's not really it. He definitely is like, I'm a white boy rapping. He definitely mentions that a lot, but I feel like the choruses just make up for it so much that if it was just the quality level of his choruses, I would put them in God tier without doubting it.
Dude, that's 2 steps above where I think. Let's do this. Then let's put him in great as a placeholder. And here's what we get to do. Each one of us get to do an override on one thing that they don't agree with. Okay, each person gets one last move. Okay, no matter what.
Okay. Yeah.
So if someone disagrees with something, we can make our one last move. Jimmy Eat World. I loved them. I love them. I feel like they've fallen off in recent years, except for you guys found that way cool song that I like. But they're great for me, just for the number of records.
I agree with that.
Okay, let's
Pierce the
drop.
Veil. What do you think?
I think Pierce the Veil is great.
I feel like they could be bumped up one. I do feel like they could be up one above that, but
I have a feeling. See, this is the problem: is that there's going to be some God tiers coming, some sleepers.
We've got like Silverstein, The Used, Senses Fail, and all that coming up next. So I definitely feel like those are going to be up there. But you think Pierce the Veil would be below that?
You know what?
They have King for a Day. They have Bulls in the Bronx.
Bro, honestly, what I think goes up into God tier right now, I think I can just tell you some immediate moves. I feel like Brand New goes up there, and probably so does Taking Back Sunday.
You do?
But maybe pick one. Do you think either of those guys go up a tier, just looking at it, or no?
No, not for me. I feel like
you feel like that's where they belong.
Can both stay there.
Okay.
And if Pierce the Veil goes, I
don't think Pierce the Veil can go God tier.
Definitely. I can agree with that. Let's. You want to go to the next one? We'll see. Escape the Fate.
Bro, I gotta say, like, are we just talking? Like Dying is Your Latest Fashion,
Dying
or what?
is Your Latest Fashion is one of, in my opinion, the best albums probably ever. Once they got Craig Mabbitt, it turned much more. It's much softer and poppier, and I feel like Ronnie Radke was better in. He was better in Escape the Fate than Craig Mabbitt is, and.
So what do you think? Can we say just
Ronnie Radke, I would put them in God tier.
I kind of would
Craig
too.
Mabbitt, it would either be listenable or pretty bad. Gonna be honest.
Shoot. So what do we do? We're gonna have to We're gonna have to just say that this is.
No, we're gonna have to duplicate the image and put one in up here and down there. But should we just say strictly Ronnie then? But Ronnie has his own band up here already, so I don't think that we should do that. I think we should just go Craig Mabbitt and put him in. Just put the band in listenable. That's such a travesty. Okay, what do you? It's got to be listenable. It's got to be, because I think it's bad with that Craig dude. I think it's God tier with Ronnie, dude. We can't do him like that. We got to get him in. No, I feel like we should just do strictly off of what Craig Mabbitt has done with them, because Ronnie Radke already has his own band. Okay, Falling in Reverse up there. So I feel like we should just do Craig Mabbitt. Okay, let's put it at listenable then. It's listenable for me. Okay. The Used. It's God just tier. Right up to the top. I'm not even gonna. That's not argue even with you over it. I feel like it's album after album, consistent product. Yeah. That's their first 4 or 5 albums were amazing all the way through, and their newer stuff it's good. Every time I listen to it, I like it, but I've never gotten into an album since. I think Heartwork, or a little bit after that, maybe Canyons I listened to, but I haven't really gotten into an album like we have with their self-titled album or Artwork, not Heartwork, but Artwork. That one was great. So was Lies for the Liars. That one was pretty great. Senses Fail. I think that's a God tier. I think Let It Unfold You is another amazing album. I do like for that. Drinking, Not for Burning is like the best song. Probably, I think not even close, but like it's a really good song. I do like them. I feel like, man, I don't know if we missed some opportunities here, but I feel like they're great. I just feel like there's bands that are not in God tier, and I don't know that Senses Fail gets it for me. They don't for you. They do for me, but if they don't for you, I think they're definitely great. They're definitely great. They're on the border. Maybe that's one of your audibles at the end. It might be. It might have to be. I feel like I definitely like them more than. Yeah, I feel like them and Finch could definitely be pushed up over any of these other bands up here. I think Silverstein could go right to the top. Yeah, I think Silverstein could. I think that's pretty much it. ADTR. For me, they could also go way up, dude. That's way high for me. I would put them here. If you would put them here, I could understand, but I would just put them in great. Strictly because their newest album is not good. It's not great. It sounds very country and EDM. It sounds very I don't know. It's not like anything they've ever released previously. I do love their first 2 albums, and I do love a couple others along in there, but their newest album just kind of does not allow them to be in God tier for me.
Got it.
Seosin. I love Anthony Green. I think Cove Reaper's better, but I love both of them, and some of I think they're God tier. Yeah,
I agree. Okay. I love Seosin. If nothing off the self-titled album alone, I think that carries them through here. Of
course, yeah. But translating the name was pretty good though. 7 Years is a great song.
Absolutely, I agree. I will let you really quickly do whatever you think is appropriate with My Chemical Romance. I have not gotten so...
we have Alkaline Trio left if we want to do that one really quickly.
I see that, but I feel like we can get My Chemical Romance off the board because Alkaline Trio is going to be a difficult one for me. Okay. Are we going to put My Chemical Romance into listenable?
Out of pure respect for the band, I would not be able to put them next to Panic at the Disco, but I still feel like they would be in that category. I'm going to put them here for now.
Perfect. I agree. Okay, let's drop them there.
Okay.
I do like. You
want to do Alkaline Trio now or Nirvana based on what we have here?
I think Nirvana's not going to make it into this list. We're going to leave Nirvana down there at the bottom.
Okay.
Because I just don't know how to categorize them with these guys.
Okay.
Alkaline Trio, I love.
I Want to Be a Warhol and Private Eye are some really just great songs. I've never really listened to a full album of them, but every song I've heard, I've listened to Good Morning and From Here to Infirmary, but they're not that memorable. Almost, they're just not like no songs really stick with me except for Private Eye, I Want to Be a Warhol, and All on Black.
What do you think?
Great or listenable? I think probably great because we listen to them a lot.
Let's take one band. Let's take one band from great, and let's move someone. Who would you move from
we can
great?
Just make it like we can just make the list longer. It'll just go like that.
Okay, cool. I think that makes sense to me.
And since we've kind of gone through this like this, I feel like at the end we should just look through and see, like, based on what else we've put in here, should we move anyone down or move anyone up? You've said we don't really know what we're going to do with Nirvana. Do you want to categorize them, or do you want to just go through what we've already done?
I think we just leave that one there. And we got about 6 minutes on the Zoom left. So let's
perfect. Let's just go through this and then we'll end it up. God tier, we have the Misfits, The Used, Silverstein, and Seosin. I'm completely fine with that. I like all of that. Next in great, Finch, Taking Back Sunday, Brand New, Saves the Day, Sum 41, Blink, MXPX, Falling in Reverse, Jimmy Eat World, Pierce the Veil, Senses Fail, ADTR, and Alkaline Trio. I would move a couple people up. I would move a couple people down. Which should we start with?
You get, okay, so this is what we get. As an audible, you get one up and one down per person, no questions asked. Okay. And I can't undo yours, you can't undo mine. So
I'm moving Senses Fail up. If I can choose to do anything, it's doing that.
Okay. Do you want to downgrade anybody?
If that was my one, if I could downgrade anyone, it would be Paramore. Paramore would go down one, in my opinion.
Okay, then do it if you want to. I don't disagree unless if you think that's right. Okay. Do it.
So now, what do you think? Who would go up for you, or who would go down?
So for me, I would go. I would do Falling in Reverse would go down.
Okay, I can definitely see that, but
and I think
still, I wouldn't be able to see him with Craig Mabbitt down like on the same level. I can't with that. I just feel like that's not
awful.
The right move.
Let's just try it. Let's just try it and see what this looks like.
I'm just gonna put them above them just in case.
And then and as disrespectful as it is to my 4 favorite bands right next to each other, Saves the Day, Sum 41, Blink, and MXPX. Oh God, and even Jimmy Eat World. I feel like Taking Back Sunday has the right blend of everything that I feel like they can go into God tier. I feel like Taking Back is there.
Okay, I could see that. I definitely feel like there are other bands that I would move up before I would put up Taking Back Sunday. But if that's how you feel, I can definitely see that. Should we put them up there?
And Brand New's not there. Actually, no. I'd put them back. Let's put them back. Okay. I feel like I'm good here.
Okay.
I feel like I'm good here.
We both agree on this.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting. So, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like or subscribe. Smash that ding dong button, dude. I don't know what they all say, but
okay.
Cool.
Bye.
This is a good podcast test. Hey, Unshare your screen for me though, bud, real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna end this meeting. See you later, and then we'll
Adios.
hit record on our DAWs after this goes away. Okay, bud?
Bye.
Okay, see ya.